Update 8 on Super Typhoon Noul, Philippine name Dodong. It has winds of 150 miles per hour and a pressure of 926 millibars. Position 18.7 degrees north, 122.3 degrees east as of 2 p.m. May the 10th. It's starting to weaken, though it was a Category 5 storm and is still a super typhoon, and it's headed towards the northern islands of the Philippines on its way towards the north and then northeast, where it will pass the Japanese Islands, probably still as a typhoon. So that's what's going to happen over the next few days. Right now the storm is very close to Cagayan. First of all, it did pass near Isabela as a Category 5 storm overnight, and then has begun to weaken from there, and is actually weakening rather rapidly, but by the looks of things on satellite imagery anyway. We'll get onto that shortly. Taiwan may also see some effects from this storm, but the main concern I'd expect would be with Japan after the Philippines. Signal 4 warnings are in effect for northeastern Cagayan and the Batanes Islands. Signal 3 warnings in effect for most of the Cagayan Valley. Signal 2 warnings for northern Aurora and several other places there as well, and Signal 1 warnings for Ilocos Sur and Quirino. That was as of May the 10th at 10 p.m. Philippine time. A Category 4 storm, still very deadly, dangerous and potentially devastating as it moves past those islands and the northeastern tip of Luzon. Sea surface temperatures remain fairly warm, around 28 degrees Celsius, maybe 29. It will start to decrease significantly once it continues to move towards the north. Once it passes Taiwan and the first of the Japanese islands, it will drop below 26 degrees. Currently wind shear is looking pretty favourable around the storm, as it has been for some time now, although there is higher wind shear to the north, and if it continues to move towards the north, then it will enter that higher zone, which may lead to more substantial weakening. Here's the water vapour imagery. You can see dry air on the left hand side and on the right in the middle of the two. And here's what the satellite imagery has looked like. The eye has shrunk remarkably in those last few frames. It seems to have disappeared completely from view now, almost, and it remains to be seen whether it will regenerate again, but it looks to have collapsed really, and the storm itself, really when you look at that, has shrunk substantially as well. Certainly the central part of it, the most intense parts of the storm, have grown weaker. A remarkable eye as it was, but it has weakened significantly since then. This is what it looked like yesterday at its closest approach to Isabela province. This is when it was near Cagayan province a few hours ago, and the next image you'll see is the latest image showing how it looked just off the tip of Cagayan, so no other Signal 4 warnings were in effect at that point. But anyway, as of May the 10th at 2 p.m. UTC, this is what's going on around the world. Tropical storm Anna has made landfall in the Carolinas and is weakening, barely a tropical storm now. Of course, we have Typhoon Noul and we have Tropical Storm Dolphin, which is near the Micronesian Islands as well. We'll obviously be keeping you up to date on all of those storms. 29 tropical storms have formed so far in 2015 around the world. 17 of those have gone on to become Category 1 hurricanes or their equivalents around the world, and then 11 have become Category 3 storms with winds of 115 miles per hour or higher. Noul, of course, becoming number 11. It was actually only number 27 for tropical storms. Anna and Dolphin formed after that. You can follow Force 13 on any of our outlets. The website force13.com is under renovation at this time. The new website should arrive in a week or so. You can also follow us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. Search Force 13 on those mediums. And you can also add me on Skype at Fool13 for tropical weather chat on there and to speak to fellow storm trackers from around the world. We may also be going live later today, discussing the latest in the world of storms, so we don't know whether that will happen or not, but that will be later on May the 10th if it does happen. Check the Facebook and Twitter feed to have any confirmation on that and for times and links to the video. Until then, that's all for now.